Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, I'm GlamByGilly from Instagram, and in today's video I wanted to show you guys how I do my winter foundation routine. So how I prep my skin, what products I love, and all that. I did create an eye look, and it's actually posted on my Instagram channel, so if you don't follow me, it's GlamByGilly. Shoot me a follow and you can see the step-by-step of how I created this cut crease shimmery eye look using the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. This palette is so pretty and so pigmented, so if you are a makeup lover, I would definitely recommend trying it out. So if you guys want to learn how I do my foundation, what products I use, just continue watching. Well, I'm just going to do my skin. So first, since I've been traveling a lot and my skin is so tired, I love using the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. And I'm just going to go in and apply it like a moisturizer all over my skin. So the areas that are extremely dry will just soak it all in. I like applying it on my neck, around my mouth, and even my forehead. So while that's setting into my skin, I'm going to go in with the Vasanti Eye Wonder 2.0 and apply under my under eyes. And I like rubbing it in with my fingers. If you like the eye look that I created, the tutorial is actually going to be on Instagram, so make sure you go to my page. It's GlamByGilly, and you guys can see the step-by-step. This isn't something that I typically would do, but I was just trying to do something different with the palette. And then I like taking my beauty blender and just dabbing in the mask. So any areas that I felt like were still too sticky will just go right into my skin. I am then gonna go in with the Fourth Ray Beauty Papaya Face Milk. Thing is, I like my skin completely hydrated before going in with foundation. I am on the drier side, and I feel like even if you use a fuller coverage foundation, it looks more natural. Next, I'll be going in with the Milk Makeup Hydrograph Primer. This primer I feel like is great for dry skin. I literally take 2 pumps, I apply it to the back of my hand, and then warm it up with my fingers. I feel like the product works better when it's a little warmed up. It gets a little stickier. Then I lightly just apply it. The longest time I never applied primer is because I felt like it didn't really make a difference. But if you're wearing makeup for a long time and a larger number of hours, I feel like it helps keep the foundation stay more flawless, especially if you're more on the oily side. Before going into my foundation and corrector, I'm going to go in with the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask and apply it all over my lips, like applying a little bit. And you don't have to wipe this off or anything. By the time you get to your lipstick, I feel like it just soaks into the dryness. For corrector, I'll be using the Live Tinted Corrector in the shade Rise. So the good thing about this color corrector, you can actually use it as a blush, apply it on your lips. It's like multi-use. There's like 3 or 4 different shades, and I'm just gonna be applying it to the areas that I normally would, and then blending it out with my fingers. For today's foundation, I'll be using the Benefit Cosmetics Hello Happy Foundation in the shade 6. I am going to apply about 2 pumps to the back of my hand, and then using a buffing brush, I'm just going to buff it right into my skin. So the foundation I use is about a shade darker, but I like going lighter with my concealer. I like taking the foundation in my ears, blowing out so I have no creases. For concealer, I'll be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpting Concealer in Golden Beige. So I go in pretty extra with the amount of product I apply under my eyes. I basically do concealer and the highlighting step in one. I go in with the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water and just spray this all over my face and then blend it out with my beauty blender. So typically when I do my makeup, I would finish off my eye underneath after my concealer is done, but I was recording for Instagram, so I didn't really do it the way I actually would do it. That's why it's not as clean. Like I'm gonna probably go back in and just blend out with like a light pink shade underneath my eyes. The Mercury Retrograde palette, it's so pretty, but it's not a palette that I would have bought if I wasn't really like a makeup artist. I feel like there's not that many transition shades. You would need another palette in between to like blend out the eye, I feel like, because they're all like bright colors. It's great for like the spring or like Sangeet looks and stuff, but I'm someone that likes like smoky eyes, the easy eye looks more on myself. I've been recently loving the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish powder in the shade 2 to set my under eyes. I like using a Real Techniques brush, and I like setting it before I slightly bake. I feel like this makes my makeup look more flawless. There's usually like 3 shades that people use. There's 1, 2, and 3. And you could use it all over your face for like contour, highlight, all that. But I just like using the shade 2. I'm gonna set in all the areas that I feel like I crease. So under my eyes and then my smile line. Before baking, I am gonna go in with the Huda Beauty Tantour in the shade Light using a concealer brush. And just mapping out my face, but the thing is the product does dry a little quicker, so you have to work fast. So I draw contour down my face, down my cheeks till there, from the top of my ear down. I like doing my temples. I do have a smaller forehead, so I don't really apply it to the top of my forehead. And then my jaw. This product is so blendable, so it goes from cream to contour. I like making my chin look a little smaller and applying the excess. I like blending it out with the Real Techniques brush as well. Excess product, I'll just take it out my forehead just to make sure everything is seamless. I never was into cream contour. I just like using powder or using bronzers and stuff like that. But the Tantour is so light, like you can't even see harsh lines. That's why I like using it. And if you ever feel like you have like excess product, I like spraying my beauty blender since I wet it when I first started my makeup. And then just going on the back of my hand and then blending anything out. I didn't apply the Tantour to my nose because I do like doing that slowly, so I'm going to go in with a thinner concealer brush that's a little more flat. And then the same thing, just map out my nose and then I'll blend it out. So I like going from my eyebrows down and drawing a straight line. And I hate the little ball on my nose. And then you can just blend it out into your crease. Apply down my nostrils just to make sure everything is blended. I like a rounded nose too, so I try not making it too square. And then just to shorten your nose, you can apply the little line that you always see people apply at the front. We'll be going in with a different brush just to blend it all out. So since I use the Tantour to contour my nose, I'm not going to really go in with a harsh powder to contour it. That's what I usually do, just using like a bronzer or a contour powder. But this basically does the 2-in-1 job. I now will be going in and baking my under eyes slightly with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the shade Pound Cake. So you can either use a brush or use a beauty blender. I like using like a smaller beauty blender for it. And it's a little damp from earlier. And I just make sure I have enough product evenly on it. And then I press product into my under eyes all the way across. So usually after baking is when I finish off my eye. Because if there's any fallout, you can just wipe it off with the powder. Next, to bronze up my face, I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Bronzer in the shade Rich Amber. So the same places that I applied Tantour, I'm just going to go in and lightly buff it out. I feel like this helps make sure there's no fine lines. Anything that you use cream with, I feel like you should set with powder. I know I said I wasn't gonna go set my nose, but I think I will. Just slightly. And very lightly just set it. And now I'm gonna dust off the bake. I don't like baking for too long because I am more on the drier side. Just rub the remaining loose powder to set the rest of my face. Now I am going to go in with the Fourth Ray Beauty Mellow Milk Mist. So this is a hydrating mist. I like just applying it on top anytime I feel like I'm a little too dry, so I did bake for a little bit longer than I normally would. I just like spraying it all over my face. This just helps bring all the hydration back, in my opinion. It's so like hydrating. I love how it feels on my skin. Right now we'll be going in to the Vasanti Cosmetics Northstar highlighter. So I actually did break this highlighter, but the way I am with makeup, until it's like not usable, I'll continue using it. I just hate throwing out makeup, and I loved this highlighter. I love that it's not like silvery, it's more on like the rose gold side. So what I'm going to do is apply it on a fluffier brush like this. It is a Crown Brush C529 brush, and apply it to the high points of my cheekbones, and then I blend outwards. So I'm going in circular motions. And I love how it looks. Now to highlight my nose, I will be using the Morphe M573 brush. Same highlighter, I'm going to apply it to the tip of my nose, the ridge of my nose, and then to the high points of my eyebrows, and then the cupid's bow. People actually recently asked me, they're like, did you get your lips done? A lot of like the one-on-ones that I've taught. And I'm like, no, why do people keep asking that? But I guess it's so common now. I have nothing against it, honestly. Like, I would love like more knowledge of like Botox, and like I hate like the wrinkles in my forehead, so like maybe that's something I would consider. But lips, I think we're good. My dad has always hated how big my lips are. Next, I'll be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Amrezy collaboration. And I love this highlighter as a topper. So I am using the Morphe M441 brush. I'm just going into the palette and just applying it wherever I applied the highlighter. Just as a topper. This highlighter I feel like works better as a topper. You can use it alone, but it looks more like powdery and grainy. It doesn't like blend so well into the skin. And now for blush, I'll be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in the shade Pink Passion. So I like using less of a pinkier blush, so I'll be using this shade right here. I think it's called Rose. Using a bigger, fluffier brush like this. It has a little product on it from when I did my makeup last time. I go into the palette and then I'm gonna dust it. So it's really pigmented, this blush. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna just dust off the excess, and then I like applying it to the apples of my cheeks and then blending in the highlighter and contour. So I'm going to smile I apply it right there and then swipe it naturally upwards. So I'm someone that's always loved blush. I know there's so many artists that like avoid blush, they don't like it. I feel like there's no right and wrong with makeup. Like if you like something and it suits your skin, you should do it. If you don't like something, then don't do it. And then the remaining product that's left, I'm just gonna apply it on my nose, go to my chin, and then my forehead. Just feel like everything looks so much blended. Everything looks more seamless and together by doing that. Finally setting my face at the end with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is my all-time favorite setting spray. I know a lot of people don't like it because they don't like the smell of it, but I love it. I feel like your makeup does not move. So for lips today, I'll be using the Vasanti Cosmetics liquid lipstick and then their lip liner. So the lip liner is in the shade Brown Sugar. So I normally really rarely will use the lip liner. Like if you're using a liquid lipstick, I don't really think you need it. I love Vasanti lipsticks. I feel like they're so long lasting. They don't really move. I've noticed with myself when I do line my lips, I end up overlining them slightly. I don't know why. And now we'll be going into the Locked In liquid lipstick in the shade Married. And then just to finish off the lips, I will be going in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in this shade Sand and just applying it to the middle really lightly. And I love gloss. I'm not a matte lip type of girl, so this does dry matte. So I'm just going to take the Vasanti Cosmetics Hyaluronic Lip Plumper on my index finger, and yeah, you guys probably noticed 2 of my nails are broken. I actually need to go get them fixed. I'll be going tomorrow, and I will be applying that to my lips. There you go. Now I'll put on my jewelry and I'll show you the final look. So I went ahead and finished off this look with this beautiful set that I got by Jewels by AR. This is her box right here. I've been meaning to record a look with this set for so long, but I never had the perfect outfit. I never knew how to plan out this look. This is a thick up, but I just wore it as a bassa because I feel like my forehead was too small for it. So you can always change the way you wear the jewelry. There's no right or wrong. If you want to learn how I created this eye look, make sure you go to my Instagram. It is GlamByGilly. And if you liked how I did my skin and want to learn different looks and different techniques, just let me know what you want to watch next and I would love to create it for you guys. If you did like this video, please like and comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. It means so much for me, and I'll see you guys soon. I hope you guys love this video about how I like doing my skin during the winter when I am doing a glam look. If you guys did like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And just let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you so much for watching.